Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Not quite a 1st and goal, but still a red zone alert nonetheless as we jump back into the action. 1st and 10, just outside of the 10-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from inside the 5. Luck now to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Luck. And he hits Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Parkey is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because
a field goal from here is 60-plus, so the offense stays out there. They're going on 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play?
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10. So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. On 1st and 10, Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with the First down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Six points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. First and goal. The football at the 7. Here's Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Squeeze, double.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Cleveland, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the struggles intensify as they drive. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Well, sunny Southern California is anything but on this afternoon. Gray skies and rain in the forecast here at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down. Still nothing here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go.
Nothing on the scoreboard thus far, but that might very well be about to change as this offense comes up on a 1st and goal situation. On 1st down, it's Long. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam.
A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try.
Line 53, line 53. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
And when you see...
Ready up. 50, Mike, 50. I'm coming for you. You mine.
From the red zone now, Smith. It's caught by Roberts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Smith to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now it's Locke. They'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those.
Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. On first down, Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 30, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again.
So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Smith, that's complete. It's Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about honor.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be spotted on the right hash. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get it. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. To throw is Love. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
Single. Right, 622. Here we go. Single, 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 single. Watch 17, watch 17. Double time, double time.
Love. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now Love, flush to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation you come.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe this. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. 3rd and 2, Love. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
Go. 1, 6, 27.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Luck. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to win.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Getting down. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now it's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Luck going to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.